My name is Michael King Jr. I am a licensed clinical social worker located in the DMV, so in DC, Maryland, Virginia area. An interesting fun fact is that I am a first-generation Caribbean American, and I like to play the steel drums, calypso, soca, music. I'm a licensed clinical social worker. I didn't grow up wanting to be a therapist or social worker. Actually, my background is in sports, and I'm a certified PE teacher as well, and I'm a former jock in high school and college. And so my first job out of school was a PE teacher at a level 5 school. So it was a school for students with emotional mood disturbances, students that got kicked out of public schools. And while working there, I learned about social work, and it was a mentor. His name was Mr. Kwaku Carr. And I saw the work that he was doing with the youth, and I know I wanted to work a little bit more directly with the youth, and I had some natural skills and ability to make connections with people, with not only youth, but adults and families. And so the principal at the school at the time had recommended me. I guess she was just watching me and observing me, how I worked and my style, and she recommended, I think you would be a great social worker. And between the principal's recommendations, her name was Kathy Lorner, and Mr. Carr, I went down the route of social work. Some of these things I've innately done, like the assessing, engaging, and trying to intervene. But it wasn't until I went to social work school that I learned more about the practical knowledges behind these. And it's really helped my life because it helped me get into many different arenas. Again, I did start in school social work, but I've also done community work. And at this point now, I'm in private practice and really finding my lane and niche with working with men, helping them overcome anger, anxiety, grief and loss, breakup recovery, healthy masculinity. So I really found a lane working with men, and ultimately I want to help families be stronger. I really have a passion about working with the Black community and many people from other communities as well. But I've always been placed in, underserved areas. Well, the biggest takeaway was right immediately up front, the description of describing my yummy client, right? Like, that has been invaluable to me. It's been a great resource. It's helped me be in a mindset of self-care, because crafting that statement really speaks to a person that's looking for services. Like I've heard a lot of responses about, I read your profile, I read your statement, and it really speaks to me. So going through the process of creating the exercise of creating the yummy client statement, and then when I drafted something and then running it through the VITA system Facebook page, then I got feedback from other colleagues in the group. It really helped me fine tune my profile. And honestly, that alone has been worth the investment, because when people, it's speaking to the client that I really like working with, like, again, the yummy client. It made a lot of sense. It's bringing me a lot of clients, and so I have to have waiting list, or there's times where I have to close it because it's bringing me a lot of leads. Well, yeah, definitely a motivation to connect with others. It's good to see some wins that other people are having, and it's great to share some wins. So that's some of the things that I enjoy about it. I do have the book coming out, Tribe of Men, and I've been able to share some wins I'm looking forward to sharing that win with the VITA group. And, I'm looking forward also to engaging and listening and supporting other members and their wins as well. It's been valuable. Again, I go back to the yummy client description, we're drafting something and then putting it through the group, and then hearing feedback. It actually helped me work on my draft and come out with a final product that is really working. So the name of the book is Tribe of Men, Understanding How to Evolve Your Masculinity, Find Your Community, and Reach Your Potential. And this book is the number one thing on my bucket list right now. And basically over the pandemic and some life experiences, right? Like I've been motivated to create this guide that helps men understand that it's great to be emotionally strong, effective communicators that value your mental health and wellness. So the first chapter is men need self-care too, right? Because again, before we talk men, we always are focused on protecting and providing. And when they hear self-care, they always put, like, sometimes a lot of men put their needs to the side to protect and provide or try to reach their dreams, right? So men need self-care too is chapter 1. Building solid relationships is chapter 2. Mental wholeness, dealing with trauma. The chapters are great and they're going to be a guide to help people. There's exercises that work along with it. There's a chapter called Healing Through Self-Examination, where you work through some questions and you work through some processes to obtain healing through not only finding your authentic self, but making peace with some of the backstory and the past experiences that they've been through to find silver linings behind them. So there's leadership through service, there's evolve your masculinity, and then it ends with a conclusion. So it's a passion project. I'm really excited about it. And, you know, it's been a roller coaster, you know, experience. This is my first project like this. I'm really looking forward to it. And I'm looking forward to having this book be a part of a discussion on men's mental health. The program has helped me, is a part of my process to create the life I love. Well, I can help people, but also make a living where I can take care of, you know, my kids, manage my household expenses. You know, I can start to save some money for retirement. I can invest some money. And then it took a while to feel this way because in social work school, we weren't trained on the business side of things, right? We just taught to just start where the client is, you know, help and heal, right? Help and heal. But, you know, there's been a lot of lean years helping and healing people. But now I'm really grateful for the opportunity to be able to make a living while I'm helping people heal. It can accelerate the learning curve. You can learn from other people's experiences, and you can increase your network, you know, with coaching. Like, honestly, I wouldn't have been able to craft this statement if I didn't have the guideline to go through those exercises. Like, I could have crafted something, right? But it wouldn't have been exactly that. So the Yummy client description really helped me hone in on speaking to that client that I enjoy working with, but also that wants to work with someone that looks like me and, you know, find value in mental health service in the space that I provide for them. Coaching is very helpful. The coursework is helpful. The social media templates, the JPEGs, the connection with Canva is very helpful. I would say that especially when you're in business, you have to invest in not only yourself, but invest in services that can help you build your business and build your brand. And I really admire, I'm really thankful that I joined the Vita system. I made my investment back within 3 months, and it's building on that. And I just really scratched the surface, honestly, with that. Like, I really, after the Yummy client, I started really getting really flooded. Right. But then also I use the services and the connections for networking and the social media piece, because for me, I'm developing my social media, strategies, and I'm developing just more courage and confidence to get into that space. Right. And stop playing small and be big and bold with it. So having coaching from you, having the support network from the Vita system, and then having the resources for like social media and having the resources and exercise to help me formulate my business and scale up is invaluable. So I would suggest that people take a look at it, because you will, when you work the system, you will make your investment back and then some.